LaTisha Scott did not come to play, baby. When I tell you this woman went full on wild in public, and I mean screaming, pointing fingers, shutting it all the way down, I'm not exaggerating. Marsau Scott's alleged side chicks just got the confrontation of a lifetime, and LaTisha? She showed up with rage and that ride or die wife energy that had everyone in the crowd shook. So sit down, buckle up, and don't blink. Because what went down is the type of reality TV moment that becomes iconic.
Part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture.
No.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, that's the question I got to ask. The question is, how do you feel about that? That makes me lose respect for Martell.
If it was true.
If it was true, yeah. I didn't say it was true. I assumed it was true.
You assumed it was?
Now that he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I would believe Martell.
Now, first, let's be real. For a while now, folks have been whispering. The streets of Huntsville have been humming with rumors about Marsau and his extracurriculars, side-eye glances, late-night texts, and some very suspicious business trips. But LaTisha, she always stood tall, always defended her man, always said, "That's my husband and I trust him." But everybody has a limit, and this weekend, sis hit hers. So here's how it started.
This is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe any.
Word got out that Marsau might have been getting a little too friendly with a certain woman. A woman who's been spotted at Black Cigar Lounge more than once, smiling a little too wide and laughing a little too hard at Marsau's dry jokes. You know the type. Anyway, LaTisha caught wind of some screenshots, alleged DMS, flirty emojis, and baby, she didn't even wait to get home. She pulled up to the lounge like it was her house. The people there said she walked in like a storm. No makeup artist, no glam team, just raw, real, ready for war LaTisha. And guess who was sitting there, front and center? The woman in question, sipping on a drink like she didn't just play with another woman's marriage. Big mistake, because LaTisha walked straight up to her, snatched the phone out of her hand, and said, "You like playing with fire? Let's see how hot it really gets." Whew. The other woman tried to act cute, tried to say it was all a misunderstanding. But LaTisha, she pulled out her phone, and y'all, she had messages, call logs, voicemails, even a photo of Marsau's car parked outside this chick's apartment at 2 a.m. The crowd, dead silent. Somebody dropped their drink. It was that kind of moment. LaTisha said, and I quote, "I have been loyal. I have been faithful. I have stood by that man's side through every storm, every headline, every side-eye. And this is what I get? This is the thanks I get?" And her voice cracked, not because she was weak, but because she was done being disrespected. She turned to Marsau, who had the audacity to show up late like this wasn't a whole live showdown. And she said,
Talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry. It's a business trip.
"If you don't clear this up right now, I will clear out your entire life. House, business, reputation, all of it." And y'all, he just stood there. That smug little smirk he does, gone. You could see the guilt all over him. And the worst part? The other woman tried to stand up like she had something to say, but LaTisha shut it down. She said, "Sit back down. This conversation ain't for mistresses who don't know their place." And at that moment, Twitter exploded. TikTok blew up. LaTisha Scott was trending within minutes. People were like, about time she stood up for herself. Others were begging OWN to release the raw footage, because if the cameras caught even half of that heat, baby, we are in for a legendary episode. Later that night, LaTisha went on live, still emotional, still raw, but strong. She said, this wasn't just about one woman. This was about years of being lied to, gaslighted, and made to feel crazy when I knew better. No more. I'm not covering for anyone. I'm not protecting anyone's image but my own. From now on, I choose me. And fans, they were living for it. Comments like Queen Energy, finally waking up, and Marsau fumbled a real one were everywhere. It's clear the people are riding for LaTisha now. And Marsau, he's facing a PR nightmare. Sponsors, business deals, even his own family is reportedly distancing themselves. So, what happens next? Will LaTisha leave? Will she forgive? Or is she gearing up to expose even more? One thing's for sure, if she decides to spill it all, Marsau's little empire might just come crumbling down. If you made it this far, you already know it's gonna get even messier. So go ahead and smash that like button if you stand with LaTisha. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next bombshell. And tell me in the comments, do you think this is just the beginning? Should LaTisha walk away? Or should she burn it all down and rebuild on her own terms? Grab your popcorn, fam, because this season, it's giving betrayal, empowerment, and revenge served hot.